Hello, I'm Randy Kinnison with Legacy Business Transitions, and this is Jim Mayo. Today we're talking about some questions we get from some of our clients when they're considering transitioning their companies. If you're a business owner that is looking to sell, maybe not tomorrow, but soon, this is definitely for you. So Jim, I know we get a lot of questions from our clients. Let's start with, what are some of the mistakes that business owners make?
Sure. Some of the mistakes that business owners make are not having clean financials running up to the time of the sale. They got all kind of crazy things in the P&L and balance sheet, personal items, things that are not related to the business. A lack of planning for the sale, a lack of planning after the sale, and trying to navigate the very complex process of selling their business on their own is a big mistake to make.
Right. There's a lot of moving parts to a business sale that, a lot of business owners don't think about or don't know. And if you don't cross those T's and dot the I's, it could come back, later on.
That's for sure. It could cost them a lot of money too. How do you know when it's actually the right time to sell?
The best time to sell is obviously when the market conditions are perfect. This could vary for different types of businesses. Uh, for a lifestyle type business, obviously, some people want to wait till their retirement age. For some investment type businesses, owners know exactly when they want to try to harvest the business. So that can vary depending on the type of business and the owner and their goals. As one of our advisors, CPA advisor, says, it's much better to sell a year too early than a day too late.
Another question we get is, do I need to be ready to sell to talk to an advisor? And my opinion is definitely not. You don't need to be ready to sell to talk to an advisor. And I think any time that you have an idea of a timeline on when you're ready to sell, yes, you should engage an advisor early on to get a better understanding of what your business is worth, if you're positioned correctly in the market, if your processes are in place. Talk through all of the key aspects that would drive the value of your business up as much as possible. What are your thoughts?
I agree. As we've mentioned, it's never too early to start planning for one of the biggest transitions of your life, selling your company. So a simple conversation with an advisor might tell you, hey, I'm ready now, or wait, let's get these steps in place.
Exactly. If protecting your legacy is important at all, you've really got to plan it out well. If you leave it to chance, high probability that your company name, employees, relationships will not survive the transition. That's why it's super important to engage early and engage a confident transition specialist.
Hopefully we've answered some questions for some people out there. However, if you have any questions about a business transition, we're all ears and would love to have a conversation with you at Legacy Business Transitions.